I went to check out a modern collection. Was I able to bring it home? And if I was, what was really in there? All right, guys, we're going to get into the car, head right over there, but please, if you could, hit the subscription button along with the notification bell. You're going to enjoy this video, hopefully. That's probably why you clicked on it. So do yourself a favor, and me, and hit that thumbs up. Now, without further ado, let's go see what this guy's got to sell. Guys, we're in the car here. We're heading into Connecticut right now. I've got another collection to look at, modern only. I have purchased from this guy before. Really nice dude, super easy to work with. Those are the best. And I'm going to meet him and we'll see what he has. All right, 1, 2, 3 long boxes, 4, almost 5 long boxes and more in the back.
These mini ones kind of make up like a long box.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm going to start digging here.
Okay.
All right, guys, so here we go. Digging in here. Some Wonder Woman, some Amazing Spider-Man, some Supergirl, Suicide Squad, another ASM. Those were hot books. So the thing about this collection that I realized going through is it's mostly organized, but everything's bagged and boarded, which is nice because the first couple times, I believe this is the 3rd time I bought from him. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. So the first couple times, there she is. The first couple times I bought from him, all his books were red. All of these books were red. None of the previous collections I purchased from him were bagged or boarded. They were well, I don't want to say damaged, but they were red. There were some spine ticks, some finger bends. They were not ultra high grade modern books. And you guys know how I feel about the modern stuff. I feel like it needs to be top pristine condition. The reason is, it's 2020, guys. We know what we're supposed to be doing with these books, keeping them in conditions to keep the values maximized. If you want to read them, I'm all for it. Read your books. I read mine, but I usually buy 2 just in case, so I have a nice crisp copy to put aside and 1 to read. That's all. Now, with this guy, he has a lot of titles, so that would get extremely expensive. And we are going to go over the prices here at the end. We're going to go over what I paid for the collection. And let me tell you, the conditions of these books dictated the price. Because everything you see, everything I flipped through, every single book was read and not handled in the greatest of conditions. I should say not handled well at all. Marvel Point 1 stuff, some Rocket Groot stuff. They were going to get into some nice books, some nice little mini-series and short runs. So this box was okay. Obviously, the best book we saw so far was that Teen Titans. And we'll get into that at the end of the video. I am going to pull books for the end of the video. We'll discuss what came out of this collection. Here we go again. Box 2. Now, with this being said, he did have 3 long boxes, I believe. And if you saw those plastic bins to the right, he also had like 3 or 4 plastic bins in the back of the car, which was a little upsetting because, again, the front batch of the books. Ooh, this is a nice little mini-series here. If you haven't read it, it's also a fun story. A lot of spec books in here. I say a lot, but with a WandaVision coming to Disney Plus, you want to keep an eye on that run. Some first appearances in there. Now, those plastic bins that he's got over to the right, those front bunch of books are just completely damaged because everything is pushing on them. These boxes were nice and tight, so that was good. There's a nice little mini-series too, Avengers vs. X-Men. And then he's got some nice tie-ins and stuff like that. More Avengers vs. X-Men. More Avengers, that'll be nice, into Age of Ultron. Nice books here. Cool covers. Beautiful books. Into this. Really nice stuff. So, again, the conditions weren't there. The conditions weren't what I like to see on moderns. If your books are copper age, 80s, early 90s, okay, I get it. But when they're this new, they do need to be pristine, because the difference between a near mint minus and a near mint and it's just tremendous to go from that 9.4, 9.6 to a 9.8. On these modern books, it's big. Now, again, if you were buying a collection like this for reading, it's perfect, because they're already, you'll hear the price at the end, but it's some good reading stuff. He does have the complete runs, and he was easy to work with because he knew. And he wasn't buying these for investment purposes. He was buying them to enjoy them, to read them. And that's why I always talk about how many different avenues there are to this particular hobby. Whether you do buy and slab your books, whether you just read them, whether you're buying original art, toys, statues. It's, oh, there's a nice one right there. Nice miniseries. And this right here, Forever Evil, is a great read. I love Jeff Johns. You guys should know that by now if you're fans of the channel. And he crushed it on that little run. The whole New 52 Justice League run I thought was fantastic, but Forever Evil was just great. And then Future's End here. Nothing too special, and my God, Convergence was bad. Nice little run here of Gotham City Sirens. Beautiful covers. This whole run, he doesn't have the whole run, he's missing quite a few, but every cover in this run is gorgeous. Dr. Fate, don't sleep on that right now. With news coming out of DC fandom, a little bit of a spec book right here. Some Captain Marvel stuff. And this is super new. We're talking about Civil War #2. Renew Your Vows. Some Spidey Island. Some Daredevil. He did have, like you saw before, a nice batch of miniseries with Flashpoint, Visions. Those are nice stuff. He did have a lot of Daredevil. And you can see there on the right the bins I was talking about earlier. Damaged books. But the price will dictate. And he knew what was going on. He knew what was up. And for somebody who's not investing in their books as a true investment, more or less a hobby to read, it was perfect. Perfect for him. He was happy. New 52 Detective Comics. Obviously, the New 52 Batman is more sought after, but still, some of those New 52, the detective covers, man, the David Finch stuff. I believe Fabric was on there too. Nice stuff. Spidey. Miles is hot. Look, Miles is hot. A lot of ASM in here. Some Spectacular. Spectacular. We're not going to go through all these books. I think I'm just going to go through like one more bin with you guys. A lot of ASM. Love finding ASM. Love it. Spidey 2099. There is some minor keys in there. I think he changes his suit in this run. I believe it's the first appearance of a new suit. It's reaching, but hey, it's a minor key. All right, let's hop into one of those bins now. He's a big Deadpool fan, as you can see. You could also see those front. I actually took books out so I could flip, but my God, those front few books, man, shot. It's a lenticular right there. He did have some variants, some nice Deadpool stuff. Nothing jaw-dropping, nothing crazy. No New Mutants 98 or anything like that. Again, you guys can kind of tell the years. These books are not that old. A lot of Deadpool. I think all three of those bins were Deadpool. All different runs. Not the first run. Or I should say the second one. All different. Look at him go. Look at these Deadpool books. And we're going to move on to the next bin. Here we go. So that's a nice book right there. That was the Cabbage Patch Kids. That was a nice one. But other than that, this Deadpool stuff doesn't get anyone going crazy. It's just okay. He did have nearly the complete Spider-Man Deadpool run. I believe he was missing, maybe 1 or 2, I believe. But this run was super hot when it first came out. I remember, I think it's about 4 years old. I think the first book went through 5 printings or so. And then there was the GameStop variant. That was a big deal. But that's going to be it. All right, guys, so we took it home. I actually have bought books from him before. Super nice dude, easy to work with. The thing about it, though, these books are all red. They're always a little damaged, and they're all super modern. Not the worst thing in the world, but when you deal with the modern books, especially stuff that's come out in the last few years, you want them crisp. You want them neat, you want them clean, you want them high grade, and these aren't. But that's okay. The price reflected the damage, and I'll get to the price at the end. But first I wanted to go over a few of the things that were in there. If you had a good eye, you caught some of the stuff. If you didn't, we'll go over just a few of it. So this is what I wanted to talk about first. This is that Hawkeye miniseries. There's a lot of keys in here, and they're basically all based around the Disney Plus series with Hawkeye and Kate Bishop and all that. So this is a nice little run. I believe the first couple issues are keys, and then where's that cover? This one, all right, and then I believe this as well. There are some minor keys in here. Nice little run for the Disney Plus, and since we're talking about Disney Plus, let me get this. Visions. First of all, it's a great read. All right, whether you like Tom King or not, it's a great read. A lot of first appearances in here, and I think we're going to see some characters come from here in Disney Plus as well. 12 issues? 12 issues. So that was in there as well. Nice batch of books. And a super hot little run. Flashpoint. First Thomas Wayne and all that. Thomas Wayne as Batman. All 5, the standard covers, no variants here. Again, they're red. They're red. You're probably in the 8590 range. The price will reflect it. Now, let's go over some keys really, really quick. First up, Harley Quinn #1 from the New 52. Not a crazy big expensive key or anything, but it's their second ongoing title, I believe. This is a nice book. Batman, this has been getting real hot recently with the news of Michael Keaton reprising his role as Batman in the Flashpoint movie. You see how everything relates? So that's cool. And then Venom 26 and Venom 27. When I told you guys modern, I meant it. These books are not old. And again, they're red. These books are 9.8s all over the planet. These are not. The price will reflect it. You have the first appearance of Virus, first cameo of Codex, I believe, and then 27 is the first full Codex. Everyone should be reading this. It's a great story. So there's this batch, and I've got 4 more for you. So these, now we're going to get into a little bit of the spec game here. So for those of you who don't like the spec game, I'm sorry. Dr. Fate #1. Now, Dr. Fate was shown in the Shazam teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it. Or not Shazam, I'm sorry, Black Adam. Teaser trailer, discussion, Q&A. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Either way, Dr. Fate was shown, and he's going to be appearing in the Black Adam movie. Speculators, rumor has it that it's this Dr. Fate, not the one from the Golden Age. You're talking about 2 different people. This book, Deadpool #5. Just an homage for the old Garbage Pail Kids. This book has a little bit of value to it. The Ultimates #2. This is this big spec book right now. First appearance of Lifebringer, I believe. Galactus, the Lifebringer Galactus, something like that. This is starting to rise and climb because of the speculators. And the best book, I'm pretty sure you guys saw this one. The best book in the entire batch, Teen Titans 12. First appearance of the Batman Who Laughs. Love this book. It's been on the rise, and I think it's starting to come down now that death metal is fully going here. And he was, I'm not even going to talk about it. No spoilers here, but that was it for this batch. Now I'm sure you're saying, what did you pay? What did you pay? I paid $150 for all this stuff. And again, if you guys could see, we're not talking about mint, brand new mint books, okay? They were red. You could tell they were red. There's dings, there's creases. So it's a reader's batch of books. Yes, there's keys. Yes, there's nice runs. But hey, you get what you pay for, right? That's it for this video, guys. Please, again, we're going to run over everything. Please hit the thumbs up, hit that subscription button, that notification bell. Remember, content comes out Mondays and Thursdays, and sometimes a little smaller midweek video, live shows, and everything else. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. I appreciate it, and as always, keep it comics.